Opa! I'm back, baby! This is what you guys wanted this whole season! I'm back in full force!
This is Making the Merge.
We can very well win this guy.
I'm a dog person now.
I'm making the merge, baby!
Your dog was sick. I'd say I'm coming over.
You know, I crack open a coconut and they didn't cheer for me.
You're either in a survivor or you're not.
Making the merge. It's not about $1 million. All I want to do is win a million hearts.
Hearts.
Welcome to Making the Merge. Bran, could you hit my theme song?
Oh, no.
Hi, I'm PD, and I have Aubrey and Suri and Stephanie and Devins and Jonathan on my team.
What happened to Season 50 Party Girl?
Season 50 Party Girl is taking a 1-week sabbatical.
Dang. Man, you lose one player and she'll go down. I mean, Jesus, if I acted like this every time I lost a player, I'd be dead. Song would be playing the entire show. I'm Bran. I have Emily, Joe, Tiff, Chrissy.
I'm Chase. I have Christian and Coach left in my Survivor draft. And then Jonathan's not here today, which we have a voice memo to play from him, but he has Ozzy and Riz God left.
Hey, before we play it,
The Z-Boys.
can we just address the fact that we moved the schedule around for this like 4 or 5 different times? None of the times worked for Jonathan. You'd think at least one of those would have worked.
All right. In Jonathan's defense, so we were originally going to push it to Friday.
Yes.
And then in the period of time that we moved it, he scheduled a doctor's appointment.
Yes.
For 11.
Yeah.
When we normally record. And so when we came back, I guess,
Bran, you were close, but you got the timeline off a little bit. Jonathan said, actually, Friday works better for me. Because, Thursday, I'm doing a lot. And then he came back a couple hours later and he said, actually, guys, I have a doctor's appointment.
On Friday.
That's right. Friday. He scheduled something else for today.
And so then we moved it back to the original time.
Yes.
Which he originally could do.
Yes.
But now, no go.
Yeah.
He's doing a little of this, a little of that.
A little of this, a little of that.
And PD is taking issue with Jonathan using that to his defense now.
The little bit of this, little bit of that. Because that was something that his wife, Kristen, used to make fun of him on our live stream, explaining why he can never do anything.
Because,
like,
by the way,
a little
guys,
of this, a little of that.
Everyone listening at home, Jonathan doesn't have a job.
Right.
He edits videos freelance-wise. And I know what you're thinking. That's a job, Chase. I promise you, I edit more in a week than he does.
Hey, but here's the thing. Jonathan, at the very least, had the decency to send us a voice memo.
Yes.
He did. And I don't want to make it like a whole, look at how awesome I am compared to Jonathan. Yeah. I also booked something during our normal recording time. You want to know what I did?
What'd you do? You rescheduled it? Yeah.
Because nothing is more important than talking about Survivor with the boys. But Jordan, you take it away.
Hi guys, sorry, Jonathan is just so silly for missing an episode again. He told me he's just so busy keeping his all-time favorite player, Ozzy, in the game. Am I right, Chase? Anyways, Jonathan simply couldn't bring himself to be on an episode after having to endure Coach's endless haikus about honor and integrity or whatever else he thinks he invented. But Jonathan has decided to make a great contribution in renaming PD this season. Since PD has lost D, from here on out, he will be known simply as P. See, Jonathan, this is why you're the best YouTuber and podcaster. Thoughts and prayers, P. How do you bounce back from this? You might be finished.
What in the world?
Hold on. So Jonathan, he can't even do voice memos anymore. He's outsourcing it to the undisclosed woman.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Who he claimed
I'm so confused.
he didn't hire.
I'm so confused.
This, I feel like, is confirmation of something that he's been pushing back against for 2 months now.
And I'm going to break kayfabe here because this also makes me upset. PD did work for Jonathan so that Jonathan could send this clip to us. This was...
I didn't actually have anything to do with this.
Well, then how in
he
the
went
world
around your back.
How in the world did he get access to the undisclosed woman?
He had access to her
No,
before I met her.
break kayfabe for a second. I need to know how this played out. How in the world did he do this? Did you do this for him?
I had the idea.
Okay.
And then I
Yeah,
I was like,
even
you set it up.
Jonathan, even PD's behind everything. Jonathan didn't do a damn thing.
But okay, this is a low blow because
I'm appalled right now.
my player is gone.
Yeah.
The player is very important to me. And then he has undisclosed woman who I met. I tried to get her to do sound drops for me. She refused.
When you were in Mexico.
You can't spell PD without D.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm just P.
Yeah, you just P. Or some of your haters in the comments called you PPD, but now you don't have the D, so you just PP.
Yeah. Jonathan, he's reached a new level of lazy.
Yes,
he can't even do his own voice memo.
Yeah, that's insane, Jonathan.
That's tough.
I'm going extra hard on Jonathan today. Just cuz.
Is that me?
Yeah.
God.
What are you, 80 years old? Who has their ringer on, dude?
Whoops.
What in the world?
All
Yeah,
right.
it's Jonathan's fault somehow, though, that your ringer was on. You were waiting to hear back from him or something, and so you turned your ringer on. It all comes back to Jonathan, is what we're trying to say.
It all comes back to Jonathan.
Hey, hold on. Hold on a second. Brand just opened up his iMessage on the computer. Do you not have our numbers saved?
For some, no. I do on my phone. For some reason, it's not. It hasn't transferred. But it's also really random. Like, not even my wife. Who's up here. So
yeah. That's
it's
fine.
very random. The ones that for some reason connected and sometimes don't.
Okay.
So-
I was about to be like, I thought we were friends.
I promise that I do.
Even
Give
though-
me like 2 minutes.
Even though I bail on you every time you invite me to go to the movies, I do consider us
Look,
great
I got
friends.
Chase, I got Jonathan, I got PD. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
And I like how Chase said break kayfabe as if everything on this show isn't 100% real.
I think everyone knows that we are lying 90% of the time. Season 75? Coming soon.
It's one small step for man.
Hey, very topical.
Yeah.
Very.
Artemis 2.
Shout
Saw
out to
the
those,
moon.
shout out to those heroes
Yeah.
that looked at the moon closer than we have personally.
Do you think was it the 70s when we first went to the moon?
We went to the moon in 1969.
Okay,
I know
so
that
I was
because of
close.
the Even Stevens show.
yes,
They did a
yes.
great musical that taught me everything I needed to know about space.
Nice. I don't think I've caught that one.
We went to the moon
a little old,
in
younger than that.
1960. It's a great show.
When we went to the moon in 1969, do you think everybody was like, hey, we're in poverty. We would really like to use that money for something else?
I'm in poverty. I lost half of my name.
I will say what's different here compared to then is I think SpaceX is mainly behind this one,
Oh, so
which is private.
Elon's funding this one.
I think I could be wrong.
Hey, man, what do I know? Let's crack open this coconut.
Is it coconut time?
Yeah, it's coconut time.
It's coconut time, and it's Tiffy time.
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Tiffy time.
You skank.
You skank.
Not Tiffy.
No, I think I made it abundantly clear how I feel about Tiffy,
Yes.
and it is not calling her
That
a
is
skank.
No.
quoting
That's
Tiffany.
quoting.
Tiff told everybody she's not upset at them. She's upset she had to say goodbye to her friend tonight. Then cut to a Tiffy time confessional, and turns out she's pretty upset at them. She feels like she has a fire under her skin. She has to keep it cool. Chrissy said Tiff spoke very eloquently, and I was thinking, watch it, Chrissy. You don't need to say more things that could be interpreted badly. But then we get Tiff saying that if she had a burn book, she'd write, Jonathan is a lying skank.
Yeah.
So funny.
So
what a
good.
personality that's being shown when she gets some confessionals. It's almost like she should have been in the show the whole time.
She's awesome. And the good news is for Tiff is there's no way she loses another friend this week.
Nope. Then we got the second group who voted out Genevieve. They're back at camp. And this is where we get Aubrey in a confessional explaining she was going to play her idol, but Genevieve played her shot in the dark and was not safe, so she wanted to keep it. Chase, what reasoning did Aubrey give Devins and Christian for making this move?
I don't remember.
That's exactly the excuse.
Yeah. Did you mean to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she forgot. Which I will say this: I was trying to think back. I know last week's episode was a marathon, and it was interrupted by Trump, and it was a whole thing, and so my memory on it is a little foggy. I don't really remember the whole like, hey, make sure you play your idol this week.
She just told everybody she was going to play.
Yeah,
She essentially got everybody around and said, guys, I know that the idol, everybody's aware of it. It's a big threat on me. I'm going to play it tonight.
She pulled a Rizzo.
She did.
She did.
And
Yeah.
what a great move.
Yeah, but she's going to get bullied into playing it again this week. So
Yeah, that was lame. She could have held out.
lame-o.
Yeah. Now we've got the third group back, the one that voted out Colby. Coach described it as a most honorable send-off to one of the four horsemen. Coach thinks that D voted for him. Jandre the Giant is telling Coach, D and Aubrey can't be trusted. Coach said, you want to make war? I'll roll up my freaking sleeves and wage war on all these people.
He's so funny.
He's the
Everything
best.
he says makes me happy. Even when he's being a complete idiot, which that's probably what people say about us.
Yeah, we're the coach of podcasting.
I'm very excited for PD to talk about what Jandre the Giant does in a minute, because I was very confused while watching it. So Jandre the Giant,
I got to be honest, I'm foggy still as to what set Coach off in this moment. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
I was
guys.
confused as well. But Jandre the Giant essentially starts egging on Coach against D.
Yes, it was that Jandre was talking about how D and Aubrey, they're liars, okay?
Now, did he just make that up, or does he have valid reason to be upset with them?
They blindsided him with the Charlie vote.
Okay, but
that's
then,
what he's still upset about that.
But then Jandre gets a confession where he pretty much goes, haha, it worked.
Well,
Like,
that's a little bit later.
okay, that's what I'm confused about.
Okay, so I'll set that up.
Yes,
now.
please do.
The next day, Jonathan is standing next to Coach, who's laying in a hammock, and D walks up and says to Jonathan, you little dickhead.
Not even a big dickhead.
No, Jonathan says, Miss D, I don't know what to tell you. And D asks Jonathan if he'd like to talk. They start to walk away, but before they walk off, D asks Coach, who's still laying in the hammock, she asks him, are you sad? And Coach said he is sad because D's going around telling everybody that she doesn't trust him. And this is where things get really juicy. D said, everybody is lying. No one's being honest. And Jonathan said, are you, D?
Wow.
Are you being honest?
The new Et tu, Brute? You know, the Julius Caesar. It was so perfect. Are you, D?
And they begin to argue over Coach. Coach is still in the hammock. And like D's kind of leaning over Coach, arguing with Jonathan.
Can we talk about how the hammock has been a great prop this
It's been a great
season?
prop, yeah. Coach was like a kid at the dinner table when his parents start arguing, and you're just like, I'm just here. I'm here if you need me.
Cut to D, and she said the Latina is coming out. You know, like there's a little Cuban coming out.
Well,
And
she's
then
sticking up for herself.
She
Because this
is,
was
yeah.
uncalled for behavior.
and in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And then Jandre, we cut to his confessional. He says, I did it on purpose to get a rise out of D.
Which is wild, because isn't he a part of the whole honor and integrity thing?
See, it's honor and integrity
And cutthroat.
unless it benefits you
Yeah.
to not be that way.
Yeah.
When you're constantly defining what that means, you can do whatever you want to.
Yeah, people who truly live by honor and integrity don't have to remind you how honorable and
Right.
integrity filled they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, Jonathan just came off of lying to Camilla and D.
Yeah,
I mean,
back-
not Camilla. Yeah, he did lie to Camilla. He lied to Camilla, D, and Tiffany.
Yeah.
And so I guess it's okay for him to lie because they lied first. And that's where
Right.
the honor comes in.
Right, they shot first.
Yeah.
Like Han Solo.
Yeah, you've been watching Star Wars,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah.
So Coach has gone full scorched earth now after the D Jonathan blow up. Coach says anyone out here who wants to run around and tell lies and play that kind of way on Survivor 50 isn't winning the game. Vote me out tonight and there will be hell to pay. Screw them if they think they can get to the final tribal council playing this way.
The way he said that made it seem like he was going to murder them after the game.
It's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
if you're
gonna be
voted
in
out.
Ponderosa.
Yeah, you can't
You
do
vote
anything.
me out.
But-
There's going to be hell to pay.
Here's the thing, though. Coach has firsthand experience of betraying someone who goes to Ponderosa and costs him the $1 million, because that's exactly what happened with him and Ozzy in their
right.
season together.
That's right.
Ozzy went to Ponderosa and told everyone, essentially, if you vote for Coach, you're terrible at this game. They basically poisoned Ponderosa against Coach, and Coach has never given that up.
Unfortunately, I think this happened before Ozzy got back from exile, correct?
Yes.
This argument? Because I would have loved for Ozzy to listen in on all this and just be like, bro,
you betray me all the time.
Do you remember
the key incident
12 days ago?
Yeah, dude. Man, Coach, I was feeling... So Coach is on my team. And when we started getting all of this, Coach essentially throwing a temper tantrum, I got worried. I said, oh, no, I'm losing Coach tonight. PD has 6 players on his team, and somehow I'm going to be losing another one tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. Emily thinks Coach is being ridiculous and hypocritical, because he is. And then Coach, back in the hammock, he says, I'm going to come up with some haikus about the situation. Betrayal all around. Nobody tells the truth like Coach. War has been declared.
Okay, let's count this out.
Okay.
Betrayal all around.
6. We're already.
Jesus.
It's already off.
Already
it's already
off.
wrong.
Already off. What's next?
And what was next is nobody tells the truth like Coach.
Nobody tells the truth like Coach.
8, 6, 8. We're not off to a hot start. Let's see if he sticks the landing.
Okay.
War has been declared.
War has been declared.
Hey, he nailed the landing.
The key with haiku is to get just one of them right.
I'm going to come up with some haikus for the situation is my new catchphrase. I put it on our story yesterday, but in the live chat over on Patreon, I said, I'm going to come up with some haikus for the situation. Me after getting arrested for drunk and disorderly.
Is that what happened to you in the Waffle House?
Yeah.
Well, listen, we've all. I love that he came up with the haiku and then he like yelled over at Christian and was like, "You like that?" And Christian's like counting on his fingers. He's like, "Okay."
Yo, what was up with his obsession with haikus this episode?
It was really something.
I'm going to come up with some haikus for the situation.
Yeah.
It was this that I kept going back and forth on. Coach is amazing. I want him to stick around. And then I would swing to get this guy out of the game right now. Like back and forth over and over again.
You just did most of a haiku.
Really?
Coach is amazing. I want him to stick around. Finish it out.
Actually, I hate him. Dang it, that's 6.
I don't.
That's hard.
Actually, I don't. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
Is there anybody out there that genuinely likes Coach?
You mean like unironically
Yes.
believes in the same thing as him?
Yeah, it's like, hey, Coach is the best. I
mean,
know
there's people that have he has fans, but I think it's all a little tongue in cheek.
Right, like I love Coach.
Yes, the
because he
character.
sucks. Like,
Yeah. I like Coach in the same way that I like Banu.
yeah,
Right. I love how hypocritical Coach is because it makes for good TV.
Well, I love a villain. You know,
The thing I love the most about Coach is how in his rant where he's going off about in season 50, we don't play like that. And he'll say this several times where he goes, I don't play Survivor like that because he does.
Title of the episode.
Yeah,
that's exactly
But
right.
the thing that's so funny is that he genuinely watched Survivor 48 with Joe and was like, that's how Survivor should be played. Let's do that again in season 50. We're going to be playing like how they played in season 48, when that is probably the most hated recent season in memory.
right. But the fact that he sees Joe and is like, "That's me," is like crazy.
That's the delusion that we love.
Yes, that's why we love him.
Because Joe is that.
Yes,
He is the honor and integrity guy.
He
But
is.
we've also seen Joe. Joe's never backstabbed someone, but we have seen him be hypocritical. And that's kind of the downfall of the whole honor and integrity.
I will say,
I take Joe's side against Shaheem.
Dude,
Sorry.
no.
I will just say this. I'm interested to see how the rest of the season plays out because there's been like rumors out there that like he went into the season not like wanting to use that to his advantage, but not play the exact same way. So I'm interested to see if he backstabs Coach or something like that'd be
awesome.
juicy.
Well, you know what
and
I
that
can
would
promise
make me
you?
a Joe fan again. Like I've had a quite the journey with Joe.
Yes.
And obviously he's on my team, but Joe went from, oh, this guy's awesome. That moment was beautiful to like, dude, can we get rid of this guy because it's
He's
just
ruining
so annoying.
Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I would love to be pleasantly surprised by a big
He's playing
Joe
good so
move.
far. He's not being obnoxious and boring.
But he did the thing that I assumed that he would do,
which is to team up with an honor integrity.
Yes.
People. Like, nobody's surprised that he teamed up with Jonathan.
I can't-
No one's surprised that he
No.
teamed up with Coach and Colby.
I can't guarantee you that Joe's going to backstab Coach, but I promise you, if it comes down to it, Coach will backstab Joe.
100%.
Because that's how he plays Survivor.
But if Joe does backstab Coach, you know what I'll say?
What will you say?
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
Great contribution.
I'll say this, too. Like, the thing about Coach is he will backstab Joe, and then he'll be like, there was that one time that you lied.
Yes. but he's not going to have that with Joe. Because Joe has not lied yet, I don't think.
But he'll come up with something.
He will justify it in his own head. Yeah.
100%.
And that's what makes him great TV.
Yeah.
Great job casting him this season, Jeff.
Great contribution, Jeff. Rizzo and Ozzy are back. They find out that Exile saved them from 3 vote outs, and they're on the jury. So it's quite the advantage.
When they show up on that beach, it was like when John Smith returned to Roanoke Colony and everyone was gone. And they're like, what happened to all of my friends? Is that too much of a deep cut for you guys? Am I the new history guy?
I'm following.
I'm following.
Coach talks to Rizzo one-on-one. He says, let's be dangerous, Rizzo. Coach then has a proposal for Rizzo to become the new 4th horseman. And how does Rizzo feel about that proposal, Bran?
Well, he's like intrigued, but also offended because the proposal comes with like a, hey, we lost one. So come join us. And
you weren't our first choice.
I don't think Rizzo would have taken him up on his offer anyway, but Rizzo was clearly just like, what am I, chopped liver? Like I wasn't your first choice. No one wants to be like, hey, join our team because our player is out. Like no one wants that.
What's very interesting is this season, I don't know if it's the edit or if it's just how they're playing. We're not really seeing 2 big alliances going up against each other yet. But do you guys think as we get closer to the end game that we're going to see Joe, Coach, and Jandre the Giant versus Sari, Ozzy, and Rizzo?
I think this episode started that setup.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get that all the way to the end of the season. It's just there's just
so many players left.
Yeah, and you've also got the loser, wishy-washy middle people
right.
in there.
Oh my God.
So yeah, at the end of it, like I can't imagine a scenario where we get to the end of the season and those 2 teams, if you will, are both intact. Like,
yeah,
there's just
it's
too much,
too many people left.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
and just too much, just negativity from the. It's just at some point,
Coach is gonna go home.
At some point, Coach is gonna.
Next up is where we find out the alliance of Rizzo, Sari, and Ozzy has a name. It's Sari's Wizard of Oz.
I mean,
what
are
an
you
incredible!
kidding me right now?
What
That's
an
just good.
Rolls off the tongue.
Sari's Wizard of Oz versus the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah,
I'd book that match.
the Wizard of Oz is so fun.
Because you know what I love about the 4 Horsemen? There's 3 of them.
Yeah, currently
They
think they have Rizzo.
I guess.
Yeah.
But they don't.
No.
Rizzo's double dipping, brother.
I did think that right after Coach said it. It's like, hey, I just voted off one of my alliance members. Would you like to fill the spot?
I do think in Coach's defense is the injury. He was going home no matter what.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I don't know, Probst.
I gotta tell you though, I am living for the Sari Rizzo duo.
God. And
like,
I think
I can't believe it's happening.
It speaks. I think Rizzo has submitted himself as a survivor. Like, we will talk about Rizzo forever now.
Cemented?
Submitted or cemented?
Oh, sorry. Cemented.
Well,
yes.
he has put in the submission.
Yeah, he's put in submission to be Survivor Legend.
He's been
It's
cemented.
been accepted.
I need to make a drop of when Chase said, I got to stop looking dumb on the internet.
Yeah. It happens a lot. But, you know, it's because I'm dumb.
No,
Well, hey, Chase,
no.
For future purposes, can you give me like a clean, like you saying that?
I got a lot. Fuck.
that was not clean.
I got to stop looking like an idiot on the internet.
There we go.
Thanks. What was I saying?
You were talking about Rizzo cementing himself.
Yeah, yes. I do think the fact that Sari, who in the preseason said she never met a Rizzo who was on the up and up.
Yeah, do we still got that?
I think we still have it.
I don't know. I'll
I
try
think
to
it's
find it.
titled Never. Yeah, there it is.
Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, there it is.
But I ain't never met a Rizzo that was on the up and up.
Rizzo came into the season where everyone seemed to be against him, even though they had not seen him play.
And that's why they were against him.
But also because of his RIZGOD thing in the trailer, the teaser.
Yeah.
Everyone that he has met, Colby, Sari, all of these old school players love him. In this episode, we see Sari not only be like, I'm sticking with Rizzo, but defending him, and like they're going all the way together. And I think that shows how good of a player Rizzo is.
Telling him more info later on.
Yes.
But also like the way that Rizzo even carried himself in this tribal, which we'll get to, was really impressive. Like this kid who just played, he's showing that he belongs, and I'm very happy to see.
All it takes is one returning season to make a Survivor legend, and I think Rizzo has submitted himself, and we will accept that.
He has submitted.
Wait a second. Yes, accepted.
He submitted himself the cement.
Yes, that's a hard word though.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah. Now for another edition of Emily Tells Everyone Everything.
Jesus Christ.
Emily says, the idols are so public this season. Rizzo, where did you get yours from? Emily's not supposed to know that Rizzo has this. And Rizzo asks Emily, how do you know about that? Emily said she heard it from D. And now the Rizzard is not too happy.
Dude, and I honestly believe that this
is the
probably
reason.
cost D the game.
This isn't the first time.
I could see D getting those everybody out, like Rizzo, Sari, on
on
come
her
with
side.
me, right? But we can't trust her now. She's
Is it refresh my memory? This isn't the first time that Emily spilling a secret cost someone to go home.
I have to go back and think about it. But
Yeah, we just know she's done it a lot.
She's done it a
Whether
lot.
it impacted the vote or not,
because
she's done it a lot.
You know what?
'Cause
She's
she
on
did
my
the
team.
Christian.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
It's intentional. She's playing 40 chess, brother.
She is playing a good game.
we-
No one's throwing her name out.
Yeah, but is it because she's so sloppy?
I don't
that
think
it's
she's
like-
playing a good game.
I
don't.
can't tell. Like if
When
her-
she wins, we'll all see that she
Yeah,
was
we'll
playing.
see.
a
if
good
she
game.
gets to the end and like she gets to final tribal and at like afterwards in the exit press she's like, I played a sloppy game on purpose to get me to the finals
I'd
because I
believe
knew
her.
people would go along, I'd be like, okay, that's a good game.
I
But
believe her.
as of right now, it just seems like she just
It's
is
playing
like
sloppy.
super.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, she's really interested in the investment opportunities of the legalization of weed.
MJ BizCon. Listen to our season 50 extravaganza show if you didn't. We then see Rizzo ask D about this. The whole idol spilling information stuff, and D couldn't believe Emily told him after D specifically asked Emily not to do that. She knew she made a huge mistake here. Not only did she tell Emily, but she told Tiff and she told Jandre, who now hates her. And it's not looking good for D at this point. I was very worried.
Yeah.
As you should be.
Now we got a boat coming.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And you know what that means? It's Jazz Journey time.
The motor actually sounded a whole lot like this.
Hello, it's PD. And it's time for
Hey.
another.
Hey, Smooth PD, shut up.
Whoa.
Shut it.
Whoa.
No one cares about your jazz and your stupid metaphors. Patriot PD is taking over.
no.
Hit the music. This is not a smooth jazz journey. No, no, no. It's an all-American journey. Because they all put their shots in the dark in a bag to decide who goes, and who was chosen? None other than our hero, Stephanie LaGrossa. Stephanie walks up to a torture device. They sent our girl to Guantanamo Bay. Stephanie has to tether her arm to a bucket above her while balancing on a perch. When she's ready, she triggers a water timer, and a pot will slowly rise as the water spills out. And it's going to take having her arm held up for an hour to successfully drain the swamp. Stephanie's a little concerned about this because 15 years ago on Heroes vs. Villains, she dislocated her shoulder and had to have reconstructive surgery. So she knew if she used that arm, it was going to lock her up. But Stephanie had a concept of a plan. With her less dominant arm, our Patriot marched into battle. Everything that could hurt did hurt, and it hurt bigly. But Stephanie stood strong in the face of persecution, and just like 1773, all the tea spilled out. The pot broke, and Stephanie did it! Our American hero has saved the day.
I know I'm free. I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Patriot PD, man, what a killer wrap up there.
Got to put the Dean scream in there twice.
This, you know what? Going with a hard transition back to the actual journey itself. I really like that this journey was just a like a challenge that we've seen before.
Yeah, I like that.
Like it's not some sort of like, hey, can you stack blocks?
Right.
It's like this is a tried and true
Endurance
Survivor
challenge.
classic.
Yeah.
With the, a few like fancier little like the water dipping down to fill up the thing, like that's a little bit different and stuff. But this is hold up your arm. If you bring it down, the water's going to fall on you. A Survivor classic. And I like that a lot.
If Mr. Beast was in charge of this challenge, it would have been a guillotine. And you got to keep your hand up or else it'll chop your head off. Let's talk about Stephanie a little bit, and then we can move on because you did such a great job of wrapping up what happened. But I do want to say that, Stephanie is some hot water. Not exactly a fan favorite. I did really enjoy it. It did get me hyped up hearing about her past when the time in Heroes vs. Villains where she popped her shoulder out of place, popped it back in, and finished the challenge. It got me hyped up all over.
I love that they're showing us that stuff too.
Yeah.
I think that they're doing a really good job of that. And as hard of a time as we've given Stephanie, and rightfully so.
Yes.
This was a reminder that, Stephanie's awesome.
She is a Survivor legend.
In the game of Survivor, Stephanie is awesome.
Yes.
And it was great to see her do this and still have it and prove it to herself. And I thought it was wonderful. It did make me wonder, does Survivor pay for that surgery?
I would say no.
Really?
I would say they don't. But I'll look into it while we continue.
Because I was like, I'm kind of surprised that they even put that in there. Like to be like, hey, the game forced me to get reconstruction surgery on my shoulder. Like, I don't think that's something that they...
Well, the question then goes, like, what about Kyle, who tore his Achilles tendon?
It's a great question.
Does Survivor pay that? I Googled it in the little AI overview thing, which, we can trust 100%.
With my
says,
life.
yes, Survivor production, CBS typically pays for medical expenses incurred by contestants due to injuries or illness sustained during filming.
There you go.
And how about we don't have to give a little disclaimer every time we support a strong woman being awesome in Survivor?
Well, I mean, I think when you call someone a Jew, you have to face the consequences of those actions.
I'm just hearing about this for the first time.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Go back and listen to
we've talked about it a lot.
Episode.
I wasn't on the preview episode.
Yes, you were.
It's like you keep throwing all these things at me, expecting me to know about them, and I don't know.
She got wine drunk. Yeah, she's a season 50 party girl. She got wine drunk and called someone a Jew.
Well, but
all
she's
right, yeah.
awesome
So
Steph, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Steph got a steal a vote advantage, and she gets back to camp. She lies to everybody, and she says that she just couldn't hold her arm up for an hour. And Sari clocked it right away.
Yeah,
Sari knew.
so good at this game.
So awesome.
She is. She's like, Stephanie couldn't even look at me, and so she confronts Stephanie about it. Stephanie just gives it up.
Gave it so easily.
Yep. She's like, oh, you know me, Sari. And then Sari told Rizzo about Stephanie's
That's
advantage
right.
away because
and Stephanie was like, "Don't tell anybody." And he's like, "You know, I won't tell anybody."
But then she tells Rizzo. The
Mhm.
new Survivor legend submitted. What's that? Accepted.
What does that that shows you how much she trusts him.
Yeah.
So quickly.
Cerise, Wizard of
without
Oz,
even seeing his game.
Yeah.
Just in the few days that she's been with Rizzo, she's like, you know what? Listen, you got to trust somebody in this game at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck not Rizzo?
Why the heck not?
Why the heck
Yeah.
not?
Why the heck not?
Why the heck not?
Rizzo told Sari about D spilling the idol secret. And Sari says, if we can get D out, we just might have to do it. And that brings us to challenge time with Chase.
Everybody's favorite part of the episode. Guys, this is going to be a long one, so buckle up, bitches.
Buckle up!
For the challenge, the players will divide into 2 groups of 7. The first obstacle is digging up a massive boulder, reminiscent of Season 3, Survivor Africa. Does anybody remember that?
Sure.
That's how they started
Yeah.
the season, I think. Then they roll it through a series of obstacles, collecting a bag of keys along the way. A lot of keys this season. It's like there's the Billie Eilish boomerang idol, and then there's the I got the keys advantage.
Yeah, it's a key change.
Get the boulder to the end where there's a giant platform, and you have to get all of your teammates up the boulder onto the platform. 2 of your players will then complete a giant Survivor puzzle. The first group to finish wins reward, which is Chinese food. The winning team will also move on to another challenge where they will be competing for individual immunity. The challenge is fairly even off the jump, with blue in a slight lead.
Do you have the breakdown of the teams by chance, Chase?
I have the breakdown of the winning team.
Okay, because I did think it was interesting that it was a schoolyard pick.
Yes, the captains were
Joe,
Jandre the Giant,
and
Christian. Now, and we can get into this a little bit. It does derail me slightly.
I'm sorry.
But, hey, what is this show if not a derailment?
Listen, you have submitted yourself as a quality host.
Hey, accepted.
Accepted.
Yeah, you could see that they both had different strategies. Christian knew that they didn't need help with the puzzle at the end, so Christian got both Joe and Ozzy on his team, so he really piled on the strength, where Jandre, as team captain, was like, I can handle the boulder. I need help with the puzzle.
Yes.
And so he has a lot less strength.
And to Jandre's defense here, he did this very same challenge in his season.
Yes.
And he crushed it. Like, what literally pushed the ball out almost immediately without digging it by himself. He was with a bunch of wimpies.
Yeah.
So
bunch
I
of
was
wimpies.
intrigued to see him kind of get beat strength-wise by the other
Right
team.
off the
like
bat, yeah.
Joe getting out. Like, I was impressed by that team. And
Well,
if it
Joe
wasn't for
and Ozzy.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Not to mention all the other really great players.
Right.
You know, it's not just a 2-man job.
No.
The challenge is fairly even off the jump, though, with blue in a slight lead, thanks to Joe and Ozzy, as we just said. And what's great about this challenge is not much is really happening with the boulder, but it's so big and heavy that it makes it very visually exciting. So it's fun to watch on TV, even though they're just kind of pushing a boulder.
Yeah, listen, in the words of Donkey from Shrek, look at that boulder.
Yeah, that's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
We see Joe really working in this challenge. He's the one climbing up the giant ball to grab the keys for his team. He's also screaming like Orson Welles every time he lifts the ball.
Wait, like who?
Orson Welles. He's doing that every time he lifts the ball, and he's doing it almost single-handedly. Purple takes the lead towards the end of the obstacles, and Jandre the Giant is hoisting up his teammates one at a time all by himself. But Blue actually gets it way quicker because they have a great strategy going with Ozzy and Joe with getting everyone up the ball. Joe is pretty much lifting them up where Ozzy is waiting with and pulling them up, and they go so quickly. Then Jandre has to jump up on the ball by himself for the purple team. He does it in one giant leap for mankind and does a wrestling bump onto the platform.
You know, it's literally my least favorite thing about Jandre the Giant is his insistent on throwing himself on the ground for no reason.
I love it.
It's just like, dude, just sit down like a normal person. He just like, I'm gonna throw my body on the ground.
I couldn't get over the fact that he got up that boulder by himself successfully and then he botches just going from boulder to the platform because he slammed the back of his head onto the wood.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was concussed.
He might be. And that's why he went after D so hard.
Mm-hmm.
For the puzzle, I think the edit made it seem closer than it actually was when I was watching it back. It's Chrissy and Coach versus fucking Christian and Emily. Christian and Emily crush it as always. They're both extremely smart. But there was a moment where the edit made it seem like Christian and Emily were going to lose.
Yeah, because Joe's like, Christian, go faster.
He's going, go, 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 Christian, go. And he's screaming at him. And when I was watching it back, I look at the other puzzle with Coach, and he's like holding a piece in his hand. Like it's not close. I think that was the edit.
But Christian also looked out of it. Like he looked zonked starting at this point for the rest of the episode.
I was just about to
Christian
say
looked
that,
completely like out of it.
Christian, I think, is running out of steam. He played really hard so far this season. I think he's getting exhausted.
Now, let me throw something. What if he actually really did hurt himself on that fall? The fake fall that he took a few weeks ago. He doesn't remember where he is or who he is.
He still played really hard in this challenge. So I don't think an injury is anything to do with it. But so because of Christian and Emily, their team wins. That brings us to the next challenge for individual immunity. The players competing for individual immunity are Devins, Christian, Joe, Steph, Ozzy, D, and Emily. They have to stand on a balance beam while balancing a ball at the end of a long pole.
Classic.
This one seems really hard. It's balance, it's strength, and it's endurance. But it's a piece of cake for my motherfucking boy Ozzy. Challenge Beast Ozzy outlasts everyone. But Joe and D both put up a great fight making it to the last stage of the balance beam. I did feel for Stephanie, who already had to have her arm up for an hour in this
I had
episode.
the same thought. She literally said that's going to be the
downfall
her
for her.
Achilles heel, if you will.
Do you want to give a little disclaimer before you say that? You're like, hey, I know about Stephanie and blah, 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 but I did feel for her a little bit. You don't want to do that?
Well, I will say, like,
It
it's
was
hard,
implied.
It's
Oh,
hard
okay.
for her to lift up her arms for a long time. Like, it's hard for her to lift others up and encourage them.
Yeah,
the understanding and whatnot. So, like, I should be a surprise.
Hey man, I don't have to make that disclaimer every time if I don't want to, because I'm not the one actively defending her every podcast.
Hey, this Stephanie thing was a bit, and then I did my taxes, and it's not a bit anymore.
Yeah, PD did his taxes with her and texted me, and he said, maybe it is a big, beautiful bill.
Hey, that was off the record.
As a business owner,
I thought it was fun.
The big beautiful bill was helpful.
It wasn't helpful for me.
Yeah, well, you got to just know what you got to get a guy.
I got to
Because
get a
they
guy.
knew
I'm
what
gonna
you
get your
said
guy.
about Stephanie. That's why you got targeted with the
Yeah,
taxes.
that's true. I didn't defend Stephanie, so I got hit hard. Guys, really fun thing about this challenge and Ozzy winning individual immunity. This is his first individual immunity win in 15 years. His 8th total individual immunity. The record is 9 by Boston Rob.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Could Ozzy break the record this season? Now, I do want to ask this question. I believe, how many times has Boston Rob played?
Too many.
Not enough.
He played 5 seasons. This is Ozzy's 4th.
Yeah.
So Boston Rob has had a whole extra game. Ozzy could break the record in less games, which I think would be even more impressive. Ozzy is the challenge GOAT.
Well, and Ozzy has made every jury, something that Boston Rob has not done.
Whoa, yeah.
For
great
what
strat.
that's worth.
Yeah, I was watching Ozzy win, and I was like, Chase is going to be doing backflips right now.
that was so awesome.
I got to be honest, I really liked it.
Ozzy's so great.
I really
man.
and you know what? The Ozzy, I've been the most pleasantly surprised by Colby.
Yes.
I was happy that he was back. I enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed Ozzy this season. He's
really,
been a delight.
It really shook me that Ozzy hasn't played in 15 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah.
Even though we've both watched these seasons as adults within the past few years, we're getting old.
We're getting
dude.
old.
It's crazy.
Whoa, man.
Time flies.
Dang, dude. 15 years ago, I was 15.
Dude, I can't believe I watched him play
That's
for the
not true.
first time 2
I'm not
years
30.
ago.
I watched him play for the first time when I was 6.
Yeah.
I was PD back then. I'm just P now because of Jorn.
PP.
I was 11 the last time he won individual immunity.
How about that?
Wow.
So was PD. Bran, you were what, 28, 29?
I was 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were in college.
Still an adult. Well, that's sweet of you to think that I did, but
Oh, did you not go to college?
do I strike you as someone who has?
Yeah, you were a teacher.
I know.
What does America come to? Our teachers don't have degrees? Jesus.
Those who can't do, teach.
That's exactly right. That's what I said during my.
How are you supposed to shape the future of academia?
Now we've got the winners enjoying their Chinese food. The losers are back at camp. Let's check in on the losers where it's Tiffy time.
Oh, it is.
It's Tiffy time!
Tiff is told by multiple people it's either Dee or Aubrey tonight, and Tiff thinks it's really stupid to send Dee home because she's a winner, she's a huge shield, but Tiffany isn't going to destroy her own game to try to save Dee.
But once again, she's right.
Mm-hmm.
So do with that what you will.
And Aubrey says she's going to play the idol for real this time. She's not going to forget about it.
And then she dances with Coach.
Yeah, she did. And then while telling Cerise she's going to actually play it, Cerise said, like, don't forget. And then, yeah.
That was a weird
the dance thing.
Selection of clips that they kind of put together.
I mean, it looked like she was having a great time.
She was having a great time.
She wants to be there.
She does. You know I've come around on her. I offered you my whole team.
That is very true.
John Dre pitches to Coach and Chrissy that if Aubrey's playing her idol, let's split the votes on Tiffany. 7 on Dee, 4 on Tiffany. And now Coach has to figure out who's voting for Tiffany because most people are going to want to be in the majority, obviously. But Coach says, when the Army needs a general, you can always count on me to lead. So he goes around trying to find volunteers for the Tiffany.
Army okay.
I thought we were setting up Coach's downfall here because he's talking about how he said that he wasn't going to do it, but now he's leading the votes. He's telling people how to vote. The D dragon is going to get slain.
Yeah.
And then Devins, he tells Christian, because Devins is one of the people that Coach is talking about the split
This was
with.
so dumb, dude.
Yeah. Devins told Christian that Coach said Christian can't vote Tiffany because he's one of the flippy floppy middle people. And then Christian doesn't take too kindly to being called that. He asked Coach about the vote split, and now Coach is pissed that Christian knows about the split in the first place.
Right.
And Coach is on a mission to find out who said it to Christian.
He does this by confronting everybody about this.
Yeah.
But he goes up to Devins and he's like, hey, someone's telling the middle people. And then who was it that went over, like pulled Coach aside and was like, hey, you can't be telling Devins about the middle people.
The Rizzard.
It was the Rizzo.
Oh, yeah, Rizzo. You can't tell because he's in the middle.
Yeah, and then Rizzo gets a confessional where he goes, why am I,
I know.
a 22-year-old, having to tell someone double
26.
my age
Yeah.
how to play Survivor?
But you know what? We've been talking about giving a lot of players kudos for their growth.
Yes.
Kudos to Coach for, I believe, for the first time ever in the history of the game, being like, oh, no, I made a mistake. Because he does in a confessionals be like, I blew it. Like, I didn't mean to tell him that.
And it's also very funny because we know Devins is the one that told Christian.
100%.
But you know what this tells me? Christian and Devins are doing a great job of keeping their alliance secret.
Yeah.
Where Coach goes to Devins and says, man, someone's telling Christian stuff.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah,
because
me too.
we've seen them together. Like,
lot.
they're over there cuddling on the hammock.
Yeah, dude.
Too busy doing his haikus. By himself.
Rizzo, he also told Coach, we slay dragons at tribal. We don't do it at camp. It's insane that Rizzo is like coaching Coach in this moment. And then we have Emily, who thinks that Coach is losing it a little bit. Right after she says this, Coach says, he says, the metaphor in here is this. Cowardly people, haiku. So he started the haiku with cowardly people and then interrupted himself to say haiku. So let's start that over again. Cowardly people.
That's 5.
Make easy decisions hard.
Make easy decisions hard. Great.
What the flying fuck?
Okay. Yes.
That's 5, yeah.
So he got 1.
He did it. Devins, Christian, and Emily, they're sick of Coach. Maybe all this Dee and Aubrey stuff was just a smokescreen and Coach is going home tonight. Let's find out at Tribal. Okay. Yep.
Need a sound there.
Yeah, we need a let's go to Tribal sound. I'll workshop that.
How about this one?
Going to Tribal.
Going to Tribal. We're going to Tribal. Going to Tribal.
That's one small step for man.
Going to Tribal.
You're listening to 108.5. That was Johnny Sexy with his new track, We're Going to Tribal. Okay,
Most
so...
should have named the song Couldn't Be Bothered to Show Up.
Should have named the song Got an Undisclosed Woman to do my voice memo because I'm too lazy.
Insane to me.
Okay. Here's what Coach had to say at the Tribal. This is what Coach said. The first thing Coach said. Only in silence, the word. Only in darkness, the light. Only in dishonesty, the truth. Now, could one of you translate that? Because Devins, he was asked to, and he said, I'm not the right person to do that.
No.
I think I kind of get it.
Okay.
I'm not going to share it with you guys.
Okay.
This is from me and Coach.
I think how Jeff ended up describing it is correct.
Well, I mean, I think it's just you can't have good without evil.
Sure.
But he's giving us multiple examples of that. It was a fun tribal overall.
It was a fun tribal.
We're back,
baby.
Yeah, we're back. We had Sari, we had Joe, who he gave an analogy about firefighting, and then Sari just shat all over it and poked a bunch of holes into it. And then later in the tribal, Joe's like, "Okay, I'm not bringing up being a firefighter again. Don't worry."
It was really cool watching a 14-person tribal council.
Loved it.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Imagine if it was 17.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
Would have been awesome.
Now let's talk about when things really got juicy. Dee knows that she's the target. She tells everybody, don't be stupid. Use me as a number. Jonathan calls her a liar. And Dee is like, yeah, we all lie. We all sing, as Victoria Justice once said. But she said that you're the only person I blindsided. And then Dee throws a wrench into things. Chase, talk about how this play that Dee made, like if you think it could have worked or what you thought of it in the moment.
She gets up and she starts whispering in everyone's ears. Vote coach, vote coach. I got the votes. I got the votes. Vote coach. Ozzy goes, oh, I've never been a part of this before.
We got a lot of trouble.
What's very funny
trouble right here.
is Dee actually...
Love travels here.
Dee actually gave a few people a heads up earlier in the episode being like, hey, at Tribal, it's going to be a live Tribal. Just a heads up. I'm letting you know what I'm doing. If this would have worked, if she would have pulled this off and got everyone at the live Tribal to vote out coach, she would have been by far the most dominant player of the new era, the best player of the new era by far. This was such a great strategy. She knew she was at the bottom. She had to throw a Hail Mary pass. I think there's too many old era players still in the game for it to have worked because they are very much, I'm sticking with what we talked about before we got here, but it was a really great move, and I'm sorry it didn't work.
I wonder who told her it's not working. Like at some point, she must have come to the conclusion it's not going to happen because she plays her shot in the dark. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Right. Yeah,
So
for everyone who's already seen the episode.
So
spoiler.
she goes to talk to everybody that she thinks that she can get.
Yes.
Hey, vote for coach. I think I got the numbers. At some point, she had to come to the realization I don't have the numbers because if she plays a shot in the dark and it works, she could that could literally cost her.
I did think about that when I saw her play her shot in the dark. I was like, if she loses by one vote, that is on her.
She clearly knew it wasn't working. I wonder if somebody was like, "Hey, it's not." You should. So, I could see like a Sari being like, "Hey, we're not. It's not going to work. Play your shot in the dark." Something like that.
Something could have happened, or she could have just known from the responses everyone given her. But PD, let me get your opinion on this. When the music started ramping up after she played her shot in the dark, did you think for a second it was going to be safe?
I mean, there's a 1 in 6 chance. So, of course, I'm standing up. I'm saying, come on, baby. Let it be safe. And then it wasn't. And then my heart got ripped out.
If it would have said safe, this would have been an epic moment.
Yeah, I would have lost my mind.
But Tiffany would have gone home, not coach, which is very interesting.
So let's talk about the votes. We got 1 vote coach, 4 votes Tiff, 7 votes for D. And D is the 11th person voted out and the first member of our jury.
I will say I did get like slightly nervous for a second when I realized that Tiff was the only one to write down coach's name.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, there's a chance. Like if I don't think Tiff was ever going to vote for D, but it would have been crazy if that was the vote that cost her or something like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
It was also very interesting. This episode was awesome. I think we all agree.
Great,
this
we're
episode was a
back.
Great
This
episode.
is what we want.
It was a good episode.
I really loved watching the old school players strategize against the shot in the dark. we've seen a million times people split the vote in case of an idle play, but we watched Coach and company prepare for a shot in the dark play.
Yeah.
Very cool. I don't think we've seen the shot in the dark played this much in the past 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, we've seen it played twice
so far this season. I don't even think they played one last season.
I don't remember. Does anybody remember 49? But
I mean, I know Mary obviously played it her season.
Yeah. And that was incredible.
Best moment of my
Caleb
life.
played it and got it his season.
Yeah.
But, Chase has talked about multiple things that made him emotional this season. Watching D get voted out, I started to tear up a little bit. I did not expect it to hurt as bad as it did.
Well, especially because you weren't planning on drafting her to begin with. But then, she stuck around in the draft. If this is my memory, but she stuck around in the draft, and you were like, you know what? It's my girl.
Yep.
I'm going for it.
PD has officially lost his first player this season. He still has 5 players going into the final 13.
Yeah, he has 5. I have 4, and then
have
you
2.
and Jorn are with 2.
Yeah, and Chase is talking about, at the beginning of this episode, oh, PD, you lose 1 player and you're so sad. I've lost most of my team. Well, you don't understand how it feels. D is somebody who obviously means a lot to me.
You, of course, yeah.
And it's not just because she won me a trophy. That's not the reason why I respect her game so much. It's not just because I'm in love with her.
Right.
It has nothing to do with it. It's because she legitimately did play the most dominant game of the new era. And I don't think that her, not playing as good of a game this time takes that away, because it's not even the new era anymore. We're in something else now.
Here's what I'm going to say.
We
about
are in
that.
something else. Because, look, count the players that are left. How many
13.
old, how many new?
I don't know.
Old has it.
They have the most?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And the new era was always a stupid name, because 10 years from now, are we still going to call it that?
Yeah,
but she still is the most dominant player.
No, Rachel would have
listen,
survived.
I'll say
Rachel
this
would have
much.
survived.
We are now post Blood Moon.
Yeah.
The game has changed forever. This is a totally different thing. You know what it's like to have 1 tribal. You know what it's like to have 2 tribals. We now know what it's like to have 3 tribals.
Yeah.
The game will never be the same.
And we know what it's like to have 14 people in a tribal.
It's true.
It's the biggest tribal ever.
It's
And
great.
you know what, Chase? You are right. Rachel would have
survived.
gotten through this because Saul would have given her a get out of jail free card. And then she wouldn't have had to do anything.
You don't know.
And then she would have made it through.
I am being perfectly objective.
So
Because
am I.
I was willing to give D the greatest new era player.
Oh, so she already had the greatest new era season. And it's
No.
like if she is a back-to-back winner and does everything perfectly in season 50, then she can be the most dominant.
I was going to give it to her tonight if she just survived this tribal, because she was playing a great game. I don't think that we're not going to get into this fight again. I do want to talk a little bit more about
Well, I would
D.
say she wasn't
forever.
playing a great game, and that's why she went home.
She was a little sloppy this season.
The whole
I
reason
don't
why
know.
I think the whole reason why she went home is like she made mistakes.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, of course, but you can say that for everyone.
It's not necessarily.
I think that considering she is a former winner and she made it farther than the other former winners, shows that she played a good game and she did her best.
All right.
What? So now that I'm defending D, PD's just going to stay quiet?
Well, I want you to keep going.
I do want to keep talking about D a little bit, because in her Entertainment Weekly interview today, there's some drama. There's a lot of drama.
There's so much drama in
season
these
50.
There's so
She
much.
says in the interview that the live final tribal that we get this year is they're going to all talk about it. Apparently, if you think that there was drama with the pre-gaming and there was stuff going on during the season, it's got nothing on what happened post-game.
Oh.
Apparently, people are at each other's throats. She gets asked by Entertainment Weekly, hey, have you spoken to Charlie after calling him the dumbest player out there? And she goes, I tried to reach out to him several times. He wouldn't answer me. Finally, we talked about it, and he said he was hurt. I want to read you guys what D says about this, because it made me laugh so hard. Essentially, Charlie's a bitter person. We know this because of the whole Maria thing. He is now furious with D. I reached out to him a few times. He never responded back. And at one point, I'm like, let me just crack jokes. And I'm like, all right, if you hate me, just say that. Like I was just cracking jokes. And it finally got to the point where I'm like, all right, what the heck is happening? What's going on? Let's just talk about it. And he told me he was hurt and blah, blah, blah. And we talked about it. And we've had a few text exchanges, but it doesn't seem like anything's going to come from it. Interviewer goes, I'm sorry. And she goes, well, it's okay with me. I'm sure it's okay with him too. Why is it okay with you? Just because you can let that go? I love to play the game with people who, when you get out of the game, you can laugh. Not just at what people are saying, but at yourself too. And this is a season where a lot of people are not. It doesn't seem like they're enjoying the experience. But I think for me, I'm enjoying it. I'm okay with it with any person because I come from a place of privilege. I won my season. I did it. I got everything. So I kind of went into 50 without having to prove anything, without having to worry about tainting my reputation.
Yeah, that's an answer to someone who wants to play again, too.
Dude.
There's been a lot of post-game interviews that have been like, this person is blowing it up. They don't care about playing again. Camilla's one of them. A lot of Camilla's answers were like, Camilla doesn't care if she plays again. And that's fine. It's sad for me because I want to see Camilla play as many times as she wants to. But D clearly, like with these,
she's a CBS guy.
She's awesome.
She
like
is
all of her.
I mean,
it's like she's cutting promos.
Yeah, D literally is on the record. One of the people that was there, it might have been Dalton that was there early on in the season, literally has D on record asking Jeff, "Hey, is the season going okay? Are you happy with that?"
She was an on fire co-host. She's very much. She played on the challenge. She's very much a CBS person. She's going to be in the same role as like a Parv or a Boston Rob going
probably
in the future.
Hopefully,
as she should.
Yeah, she's a great player.
I can see her winning again. I
I
do think that this was not great for her, and I think she's going to go back and watch the tape and make the changes that she needs to.
Yeah, 100%. And I hope one thing that CBS and Jeff realizes watching this season is like it's fun to see a player come back for the fourth time.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get some new era players coming back in the future. But I wanted to read the D interview because I think that just shows how cool D is, where she was like, Charlie's bitter, fuck him. Everybody who has a problem with me, get over it. It's a game. I won.
Yeah.
Get over it.
D was awesome in her original season. She was awesome in the pregame press. She was awesome during the season. And now she's awesome in the postgame interview stuff.
Yeah.
She's just
awesome.
incredible.
Apparently this morning on CBS, they asked her who she thinks is going to win.
Wow.
I need to go back and watch this.
Who did she say? Oh, wait,
I don't
but
know.
she knows who wins.
I know.
Yeah.
So how do you answer
jury?
Well, I guess technically they haven't announced the winner
Or
yet.
was the question...
They'll announce it.
Oh.
So maybe that's what they meant, but she knows who.
But was the question like, when you got voted out, who did you think?
I have to go. All I've seen is a quote.
Okay.
It just says, who do you think's going to win?
That's insane.
That's
Come on,
wild.
Gail.
Come on,
Can't
Gail.
do
Come on,
that.
Nate Burleson.
That's friendly fire on CBS.
Hey, who do you think? So let's see if we can screw you out of your NDA money. Who do you think's going to win this season? I thought this episode was great. Back to form. And I will also say this. I watched Rob's Making the Merge podcast. I watched Rob's interview with Mr. Beast.
Oh, wow.
Was a really enjoyable interview.
Really?
And
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty like, I'm not a Beast
Sympathizer?
lover by any sense.
You're not a Beast lover.
I'm not a Beast lover. And I want that on the record. But I also I don't hate Mr. Beast as much as a lot of people do.
Right. I'm going to start publicly changing my opinion because I do want to work with him.
Well, I really
What was that Disney movie? I'm a Beast lover.
Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should even say respect what he does, but I just think he's really interesting, I guess is the easiest way to say it. And and I've seen interviews with him. I'm like, everybody's just trying to suck up to him.
Yes.
And I didn't get that. Like, Rob's just kind of like, hey, here's the things that I didn't like about Beast Games this season. And I like that. So they do talk about Survivor. There's only so much he can say. Yeah. But one thing that I appreciate about Mr. Beast is he's very in tuned with what people are saying about his shows, but also about Survivor. He's like, I'm not going on to Spearfish. I'm not going to do a whole thing. It's not about me. I go on, I do a thing.
I respect that.
So
wow.
hopefully that's true. And I don't know when it's happening because I keep
We'll
watching.
know. It'll be heavily promoted.
You would think so, but so it's not on next week on Survivor.
I imagine they're going to be saving Jimmy Fallon for.
I forgot about Jimmy.
12 people left.
But I don't even
left.
know if Jimmy Fallon's not. We haven't seen a clip of him on the beach, so he could be another Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I think that's what.
That's the question. What do you guys think? Currently, we only have Billie Eilish Boomerang Idols
and Zach Brown.
But I'm just talking about advantages. Like, we only have Billie Eilish Boomerang Idols. Is Jimmy Fallon going to have a Jimmy Fallon idol? Is there going to be a different type of
I
idol?
imagine it's going to be a twist that was created by Fallon.
Okay.
So,
but are we done? But do you think we're done with idols?
Yeah, I think we're going to keep seeing the Boomerang idols, which in the chat last night, there was some confusion about the Boomerang idols. A few people thought that because because
Aubrey played
her Boomerang idol, that it would boomerang to the person who gave it to her. That is not the case.
It's gone.
If you are voted out with a Boomerang idol in your pocket, it boomerangs back to the person who gave it to you.
Okay. But I think that now that we're at the merge, it's probably not going to be a boomerang because it was sending it to another camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be a regular idol.
So in theory, the idol that Aubrey played could
show back up in the game as a regular idol. Yeah. But to wrap up this conversation about Fallon and Beast, you like how I call them Fallon and Beast?
Yeah.
No.
Sounds like a really weird
comedy
duo.
I didn't like it.
I think that in the trailer for next week's episode, Jeff makes it seem like there's going to be a twist. That could be a Jimmy Fallon twist.
Yes, it's the musical impression idol. When you play it,
yeah, it's the lip sync battle boomerang idol.
Yeah. Jeff pulls a name out of a hat when you play it, and then you have to play it as the celebrity.
I'm playing this idol.
But he does say double the consequences. So I bet it's going to be like a Jimmy Fallon twist.
You know what,
and
Jeff?
then I think the Beast thing is going to be final 6, final 7, like when we have very few players left.
Jeff's explanation of the Blood Moon tribal is the maddest I've ever been at, Jeff.
Really?
I don't feel like I can
because he overhyped it.
The way he set it up is fundamentally not true. That is not going to change the game forever. It's just not. It's
never going to happen again.
Did he maybe he meant this season, like the game for this season? Because 3 people going home does change the game.
It's just not what he said.
Yeah,
though.
it's not.
It's changing the game of Survivor. Pause for dramatic effect forever.
Forever.
What so it's like, I guess it could always be on people's minds at the merge. Are we going to have 2 tribals tonight or 3 tribals? Sure, I guess that changes it forever.
Is
but
Colby going to cry again?
Find out next time.
Find out. I don't know. So
I see what you're saying.
I'm a little
jaded,
hesitant on buying into whatever. This is double the consequences.
Well, it's just a twist. It's not a
no,
crazy
I believe
thing.
him. This is what it is.
You
it's
believe
double
him
the
at his word.
consequences. So if it's double the consequences of the last twist, that means instead of
6
losing 3 people,
tribals.
we have 6 vote outs, and then we are down to how many we lose tonight? Okay, so then be 7 players left after next week.
6, 7.
Yeah,
We call the 6,
we
7
lose
twist.
6, we have 7. The
I will
6,
say,
7 twist.
I can't wait
There's
for 2
6
seasons
weeks
from now
left?
when Jeff does the 6, 7 because it's finally caught up.
6 several.
6 several.
There's 6 weeks left, and there's 13 people left.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna see some more bloodshed. I'm sure more Blood Moon happenings.
It's going to change the game forever.
It's going to change the game forever. Guys, makingthemerge.store for merch. Join us on the Patreon. We do live chatting.
Oh, did you think this is over? I've got a song about D. Not really, I don't. You can keep going.
Over on the Patreon, we chat live during the episodes. And then immediately...
She's the greatest new era player.
And then immediately after
there's only one a D.
See you guys next week.
You're about to hear some ads that help keep the lights on here in the old studio. Thanks for listening or don't listen. It's really up to you at this point. It's at the end of the show. I mean, you're listening to me. Hi. But here they come. I promise they're coming. Yep, here they are. Happy day.